Now, in this new way of living, what my ego is missing is the action, the passion, the going for it, the goals, the aim, the hard work, the long hours. It's missing that. And the part that I missed or didn't see was, oh, but anything that I now, what is not fully passionate, is maybe not the thing, is maybe not my purpose, is maybe not what I'm supposed to do next. Because what I do is I listen to what wants to move through me, what my light, my essence, my soul, my whatever you call it, wants to express at this moment. So I'm listening, but I'm not hearing the passion. I'm not hearing the full, yeah, let's go, what I used to have. And what I understand is this new way of living is just softer. It's just, in the beginning, I'm like, I don't want it to be soft. I want it to be action and doing things. And I get to do things, but on an in an absolute different way, right? So I want to talk about that. Before we dive into it, I love for you to subscribe to this channel and to the new channel. I made a channel that's called LightLiving. And I got a 444 on my clock, so that's a good thing. I'll put the link below. So I have 1 subscriber there. I just started it 3 days ago. So I would love for you to subscribe there as well. LightLiving with Alice. So yes, and now I'm at it. I have a tribe where we explore everything about light living. And I love for you to join there as well. So let us get into it, because it's an interesting subject. And of course, I always like to talk about my own life, and not because I'm so important, but because it's just close to home and you can relate well, I believe. And that's all I know, what my own experiences know. And I have coaching calls in groups and stuff, so I hear others. But yeah, okay. I'm doing this light living, right? I've created the tribe and I started, we're in the 2nd week and I love it. But I don't love it in the way I used to love what I do. I used to be so freaking passionate that I have my own business for long already. And before I worked with star seeds, and before that it was all trauma based, and before that it was all refugees, and that's when I worked for NGOs. But anyway, I shifted and did different things, but always with so much passion and with so much endurance because of that, and so much consistency, because it didn't cost it any effort, because this was the most beautiful thing in my life I was doing, and everything was tailored to that. Now, in this new light way of living, or living our light, I love what I do, but as I said, I don't have that passion. So what my mind then was mistaken that there's no passion, then that's maybe not the thing. Then maybe something is off. Because, we start to listen to our inner voice, right? What wants to move through me? What wants to be expressed today? Not from my mind, but really from my essence, from my light. And that is just not as loud. That is just not like, let's go, which I like. So part of me is really missing that, because I like the working hard and going for it and knowing exactly what I want in life and making it happen. And I always made it happen. The courses I did, the groups that I had, and the private practice and working in clinics and blah, 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 blah. Many things. Gray hair, you have some life experience. I'm missing the threads. Yeah, so that's no more. And it's really good to talk about, because we want to do the next thing that is from our essence, that is not from our mind. And the distinction was before huge passion, now it is just softer and lighter, and it's something that feels right, but it's not as loud. So in my case, this light living, this tribe of truth that I'm started, it gives me so much joy that I don't know why I doubt it, because the amount of joy it gives me is huge. I wake up and like, there's another day, and I just made downstairs a few I started to make short videos, and I'm having so much fun. Such a delight. And I don't know why my mind is thinking this is not the thing, or maybe something is off, because I am enjoying it, but I don't feel the passion in the sense that I used to feel it. I don't feel this adrenaline, and I think that's the key. It is not survival, it's not adrenaline, it's not trying to be something or show myself. This is from a space of everything is fine. I'm in a good space. I'm here with my light. Love to shine it. And what you do with it, I don't really care. I love if it uplifts you, and I as much honestly love it when you don't care about it. I really don't care. And that's not out of disinterest, or maybe it is, in the sense that it doesn't matter. My joy, my doing this, creating this, recording this, is in itself enough. And it just saying that and hear myself saying that, it's like, oh man, I love that I'm in that space. But, and that's, I need to come back to it every time. I thought there was something off. I'm not having it yet. So I had this discussion with my sister, and we spent hours. We were so tired in the end because we were committed to finding what is it then really what I'm here to bring. Because this is not it, because I'm not fully feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm enjoying it big time, but it's not the passion. So, okay, you get the idea, right? So let's go to the next part. Let me have a sip. What I think it is, and this is all about discovering, right? And maybe you have a clear goal, and that's, I'm almost envying you in the sense that I would love that. And maybe I do in a certain way. I have this tribe, the LightLiving, and I'm now connecting to others and inviting them in, and it's becoming an ecosystem. And it is, I just started next week, right? So it's forming, and I love that. But before there was this huge idea, and then everything I did was towards that idea. Now there's some idea here, and you might recognize that. Then there's some idea there, and it somehow seems to falling all together, but really slowly. This passion that I had was like from my mind, was thinking, right? And now this is really from the space of feeling, and that essence has no concept of time. There's enough time. And I sometimes feel like, shall we go a bit faster? But this is not about pacing it. This is about listening in it all the time and doing one step, and then the next will reveal itself. There's no rush. And in a way, it's lovely. I said in LightLiving, one of the themes we could have, like, living your life as if every day is a Sunday. And then I mean with that is there's no rush. You do what really feels right in the moment, whatever you want to do. At least that's how my Sundays often look. I wander a bit in the neighborhood, or maybe I see a friend, or maybe I do nothing, and that's enough. I think, and I start to figure out more and more, I think that's how life's supposed to be. Not dropping on me. Not that we need to know everything, we need to schedule, because here in my desk, I'm sitting in on my desk, is where I normally start the working day. I don't believe working days are going to look like that anymore. It is just whatever feels right. And if walking outside and me talking to someone I meet on the street is what I do all day, then that's what I do all day. Anyway, I don't want to get into that, but I think it is really what's in the moment. And that doesn't feel like work. And I think that's what it's supposed to be. Not feeling like work, but I'm still working. And I love working. And maybe I will take that coat off one of these days and allow more space there. I'm already allowing so much space, but maybe that's also one that can go. What is important, I think, is that we are okay with not feeling so passionate about things. And maybe you never had it. I hear from a lot of people, I don't have that passion. Well, you're good then. Because maybe that's no longer what is supposed to be felt. And tell me, maybe it's different for you. Let me know. It's just, I think, important to know there's nothing wrong. You're not off. This might be just a new way of following our highest excitement, as Bashar says. And that's maybe not big and with a big force. That's just maybe simple. What I do today feels most exciting. I was thinking before I recorded this, good example. It's getting later, it's getting a bit darker. It's the end of the day. No, I'm mistaken that. Actually, it's not even 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's already so dark. So my inner system wants to finish, but there was still so much in me that wanted to make this video today. I'm like, yeah, I want this now. This is the right moment, so let's go. And not because it's dark and I feel it's the end of the workday, apparently. It's only 5 o'clock. So, yeah, follow that. It doesn't matter, even if it's 7, it's not that, but follow whatever feels right in the moment. Okay, I'm babbling a bit. Let me see if there's anything else. I'm going to pause for a second. Yeah, another element there, but I might have addressed that already somewhere else, is what I've been doing. I feel like an octopus. I said that. I'm starting something and then I stop. I'm starting something else and then I stop because I'm not feeling, I feel a bit of drive, yay, and then I wonder, it's because I think I need to feel a huge drive. And of course, I'm only doing the things I feel in the moment. But maybe the way I listen, this is interesting, maybe the way I listen to what is next is a bit softer. I know it is. It's not so loud. Then my ego that says, yes, let's go, let's go. We're doing this one and that one and da-da-dam. Let's work at it. This one is just softer and quieter and subtler. So it's really tuning into what does feel right? What is like, oh yeah, that side. So it's, for me, it's like, do I want to stop working or do I want to do this YouTube video now? Yeah, I feel the energy. Let's do it. And if I wouldn't have felt it, I could have pushed myself. And I don't think that's a good idea. That's the old school. That's the old way of living. Pushing ourselves. So it's subtle, right? Because it's very easy to push myself because I get energy from this and I can do that. But why would we do that? Just do that so I'm finished that and I'm happier tomorrow. And why would we do that? So you get something done. Yeah. I think, I say it every time, I think we are here in this life to have joy, peace, balance, or freedom, or whatever you want to call it. Or all these things, fulfillment, happiness. That's why we're here. So when something is not the highest or the highest excitement, I don't know if that word excitement is so helpful these days, but our highest expression, it's a lousy word, then don't do it. So that's why I started this and that, because it wasn't loud. And what I see, things are coming together now, so that's great. But I think it would be wonderful if I would pursue something a little longer, if it's just a whisper. Because maybe that's the way it comes to me. Like, yeah, this is something that is still something to pursue. Like I was doing something with audios and I listen back to them. I'm not fully satisfied. And so I want to record them again, but whenever I feel it, right? So what else do we need to say about this? I think this is it. Just the recognition that nothing is wrong with you and nothing, anyway, in general, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with any of us. We're here to live our life. We're here to live our life fully, right? Yeah. I have nothing more to say. That's an unicum. I have nothing more to say. There's nothing more on this topic that wants to speak. I'm just curious how you experience that. And if you're also mistaken that maybe it's only me, like I'm mistaken that, then that is not what wants to come through and wants to be experienced. And the other thing I notice, it's one step at a time, right? I'm now this LightLiving tribe that I'm creating and that is open and people can come in and where I'm busy with, and I'm really enjoying that. And I feel there's other people that will contribute to that. And I'm not like, ooh, list, let's call, let's connect. And now it's really in the moment, because only when the next step is ready, that's when that one will come through. And then someone is connecting to me and I'm like, oh, do you want to join? So it's also just happens then. It is really one step at a time. And I have a bit of an overview of a bigger picture, but it's a bit hazy. It's a bit foggy. It's not clear yet. And I'm not trying to get it clear, because I could sit down and pencil it all down. And I'm old-fashioned. I like to write things because then I can think better. But I don't. It will become clear. And there's something that I would like to talk about as well, which is, you might get tired of it, but financially, I talk about that sometimes, right? Financially, I'm below the thresholds of sustaining myself. There is a bit of cash left, which I didn't know you can live a whole week of 20 euros. And I'm doing it with so much ease that I'm like, what? Oh, I didn't know that was possible. That's an interesting experience. So I'm stretching my money, and at the same time, the rents are not paid, the bills are coming in, and fines of me not paying the bills are coming in. And I'm like, oof, oi, ay. And I'm here listening. I want to say that to you because you might be in a similar situation. Because you can say, yeah, you have a luxury, just things are going well, so you can just listen what's in the moment. Not really. That's why I'm sharing it. It's not something I'm proud of, I'm happy with. And I'm also not unhappy with it. It's just what it is. I can't be bothered with it anymore. It can't have my attention anymore. But I want to mention it here so you understand that me doing one step at a time. Because also I would love to do an inner circle. I know exactly what that's about, and that will make a bit more money. But I'm not doing things because it creates money when I'm not feeling it. One reason is because it drains my energy. The other reason is that I'm not feeling it. If I push it, it doesn't work. And I'm now working with people, and you, right, in my surrounding that feel the energy of it. So when I push, which I've done in the past, nobody comes. It's not working. So there's no reason to push. So I'm just staying at it, one step at a time. And you might say that's dedication. And that doesn't feel like that. That's for me the only way that life is showing me. This is to me what light living is all about. Living my light. And my light is not rushing. My light doesn't know the concept of time. My light doesn't know the concept of money, But I think And I believe that following those threads is the most fulfilling way to live. And that money will show up there one way or the other, as long as I'm not staying in that feeling of lack. Because that then becomes my reality, which sometimes I think, how the hell did I got to a stage where that doesn't freak me out anymore? I see it, I don't like it. But then I just leave it there like, yeah, well, sorry, you have to wait till there is times that it's better financially. And I might be, as I said before, in La La Land, and I might be, tell me, I just feel this is the only way I can move forward because the old way has collapsed, clearly. The old way of doing it has collapsed. My energy is my guiding system to what is possible and what's not. And this is what is guiding me through. Hey, that's it. So I wonder how that is for you. Is it one step at a time, and can you be okay with that? Regardless of what's happening around. And maybe you have different ways, maybe you have other ways to generate money, what feels aligned. This is the only thing that feels for me aligned in this moment. The LightLiving tribe. So do join. It will be great discovering life like this discovery, right? It's softer. And there's so many new things that we come across in this living our light, this new way of living, that I'm discovering on a daily basis. And I'm sure you discover on a daily basis, or you might be stuck somewhere. Don't move. As long as you, this tribe that I created is for those that know what it is to feel your light or your essence, or have experienced that, you know what I'm talking about. And then start living from it. That we do together, right? Figuring out how to live from there. And this is a great example. Knowing that it's softer and not as loud, and that nothing is off. Yeah, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Beautiful you. Thank you for, I feel I'm babbling a bit sometimes, but hey, thank you for being here together and creating this together, because without you, I'm not making this. So thank you for being here. I love you, and I love doing this with you. And I'm looking forward to seeing you again in another video, and connect, watch those shorts as well, and subscribe to that new channel, because I love to have them both and see if I can generate more shorts. That is so much fun to do. So I put the link below, and yeah, subscribe there. That would be fun. I have 1 subscriber today. The first one. Maybe you're going to be the next. That would be a party. Till next time.